and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now in this particular tutorial I'm showing you how to do this simple social media design which I did. Alright, so without any further ado, let's just go straight into the tutorial. So I'll be first come here and try to just make this shape. So this is Nike. Alright, so now I've made this like this. So let me just use Montserrat extra bold. Let's use extra bold. Then I'll just make it big. Okay, so I will change the color to this black. I think I just have to. I'm trying to achieve this in particular. Let me just see. I didn't do this with Pixellab, but it's been a while. I just saw it, just tried to come up with it. So alright, so let me just come here and reduce the line spacing a bit. Okay, let me just come here and increase the size. Let's just see the size. Let me use 180. Alright, so I'll just make sure it's at this side here. Then I will copy it. Wait, just I'm trying to maintain the, make sure it's at the center also. Then let's just come here and let's just come here 30. I think this is better. Alright, so now I've copied this. So this would actually be better to help me maintain this spacing. Okay, let me just do it with this first one. Okay, I'll keep it this way. So I'll just know that the margin between them is just one line. Alright, so the next thing, I'll copy this, put this here. Okay, I just looked at. Alright, so this is what I've gotten here, and I'll copy this, then just make sure this one is at. I'm just trying to get the particular size without looking at this thing. Alright, so I'm just trying to look if this thing is even. I just need to adjust this one a bit. I think it's okay this way. So I'll just move this one here, then make sure it's here. So I'm okay with this. So I'll just come here and lock this. And I'll come to this one, this third one. I'll try and make it hollow. But I don't have any, the typeface I'm having, I don't think it's for. I'll just come here, come to color, click on this plus icon, make sure it's, see, you're not seeing it again, and just that say to this particular one, it's going to become transparent. Alright, so the next thing I'll be applying stroke to it. Alright, so the stroke by default is going to be black. Then I'll reduce it to about, I'll just stick with 2. Okay, so now we've gotten this. It's not like this. So I'll come click on this one, come to transparent, and I'll save it. Save as an image. You can save it as ultra. I'm using 40 ratio, but you just come and save it to your gallery. Let me just use ultra. Make sure it is saved. Now I just wait. Okay, now it's done. So I'll just come on here and hide this. Now I don't need it again, so I can just delete it. Alright, so now that I've gotten this, so I'll just come here and change the color to white. So we've gotten this color for the background, white. Now the next thing, I'll be bringing this stage. So I'll just be increasing the size. I just need just one. I was able to get the podium for just. Okay, so alright, so I'm trying to look at, this is 1, 2. 1 2 3. Okay, now the relative position is not giving me exactly what I want. It's because of the size of the, so I'll just come here and I'll just lock this one. Now I've gotten this one. So the next thing is, let me just do this one next. I'll come to, oh okay, yeah, see everything. I love this. So I'll come to, I'll click on here, click on draw, then increase this to about 45. Okay, then increase the blur radius. Just click on just one, is okay. So you just increase this, just make it like you feel something is on this thing. All right, so now I've gotten this. Now remember we did this shape, that Nike shape, so I will be showing you how I did it at the end of this video. So I just want to quickly finish. I already have it in here, but I'll be showing you how I did it at the end of the video, so I don't want to just go through any stress trying to achieve that result. All right, so I think I should still bring this down to about 65. Okay, I'm okay with this. I want it to be too dark. There is not feeling like if something is on it, right? So the next thing, I'll bring in this boot. Now I will just come here and apply shadow. So by default your shadow should be darker than this. All I just did, and I just come here and I move it to somewhere around it, and I click on this OK here. Oh, I don't want to do that. I'm already having too much space. Now you see, okay, now this is not the one I used. Okay, I'm already having too much space, but let's just, so you're seeing the feel is there. So that shadow feel is there, and there are actually two ways you can apply shadow. If this is actually too much for you, you can see, just come here. Okay, you can just copy this. Now you just put off the shadow for this bigger one. You can just put the shadow here, then just increase the blur. It can still be as thick as black, but you have to just reduce the size. Then you just make sure it's at this particular, no, this, you still reduce the size. Now, so you see that feel is already at the back, but let's just forget about this. Let's just go with what we have in here. Wow, okay, let's just come here. Okay, just stick with this particular size. You can use the default size of your choice. This is 48, 49, 46. So I just enabled, okay, I just disabled this thing, then I just adjust this evenly. Now, okay, let me make it 40, 48. All right, so all right, 49, 49. I'm just looking at, okay, I'll just leave it this way. Make sure it's at this side. Now it's giving that feel. Then I will just come here to the shadow. Then this other one, the one we used before, then I have it here. So I'll just copy this one now. Then I'll come to crop. I'll put it here. Then I'll send it to the back. Sorry. All right. So now it's okay. I'll just have to come here and lock this. All right, so that's, so I have this already. So so this is here already. Now what I did was that I already have it here, and I just reduced the opacity. You can see it. I reduced the opacity to 50. So that's why it's giving like that hash color feel. That I just send it to the back, the very back. Then look at where I just put it. So I think I'm done with this design. So then the logo for Nike, So this is where I just position my logo. You can just adjust it. Now the resource files for this tutorial, this design is going to be on in my description, the video description. The next thing, just come and click on my text, then just change it to CF Zazie Graphics. Now the reason I'm using CF Zazie Graphics is because I have a particular typeface that automatically changes my. So when I use this Montserrat, it's just like making use of particular typeface for my design. Now this particular this is that I actually changed it, so that's why I'm actually using it. So what I'll just reduce the size to about, let me use 16. Okay, so I will just come here and just put this one here. Alright, so the next one is just copy this, bring this text here. I will just put this here, then edit this. Sorry about this environment is very noisy. That's why I've been using the sounds Nike here. Oh, Nike.com. So alright, www for Windows, which is giving me about the font. So we just come here and change the color. Okay, let me just change the color first. I just came into that place by mistake, so I will just increase the zoom. Then I think I just played around this design. Then okay, so now that I have this, so I'll change the font to everything should just be Montserrat. No, let me use bold. So you can just use anything of your choices. It's just my option. I'm using bold. Let's just come here and semi-bold. Okay, I think I'll just adjust it. Yeah, you see. So I will just come to my line spacing. Alright, so this is Nike.com. You can see I'm already done with this design. Okay, the next thing is this, my background. Let me just okay, you're not seeing it now. This is by default, is going to be at the front. Now this is it, is here already. The thing is just that the opacity was reduced, so this is it. This is the background. Instead of just bringing everything, I just tried to edit the design I did before, because locating those tools are kind of difficult. So when you bring it in your Pixellab, it's going to just be like this here, but it's going to give you so you just click on it, come to crop, then just pick any side of your choice, then just come here, then move this here, then move this here. Alright, so I'll send this one to the back. Now, I'm sorry about this background is very noisy. With Yoruba women. Alright, so we are done with this. So the next thing I will just be coming here to add some text. So by default it should be white. So I'll be making use of Montserrat. Should I use extra bold or let's see. Let's see. Wow. Okay, I'll just reduce the size. Then okay, I can come here and increase the line spacing. All right, so we've gotten this one here, so I'll just come to curve and I'll bend it this way. So I'll just rotate it this way. So you can just adjust this thing to your taste. So let's see. Wow, so I won't be going too long in this video, so I'll just be so in the image I did before, actually added this style to different parts. I made it about 20. So if you look at it very well, it's as if it was actually engraved to that particular side. So all right, so for this particular one, then you just come here and use the curve the other way, then just come here, adjust this. So I'll just come here and reduce the size. Okay, now I think I'm going to stick with okay, now just have to come back to this curve and all right, so I'll just stick with this. Click on the screen, just come here and do zoom out. So because of time, I won't be doing this other side, so you can just do it on your own. Just add it to somewhere around here. Oh, let me just come here and lock my background. All right, so there's this other thing I added here to this image. You're actually not seeing it now. Let me just, okay, this feel is giving it this particular kind of feel. All right, so it's actually is of no importance, so let me just try it out. So I'll just come here and reduce the opacity to about 80. So maybe I'll just put it at the front here. Now you see the effect is not really that showing. I was just trying different things out, so that's why I just came up with that one. So the next thing we just come here and say, so we're done with this design. We're done. So there are some text I added here. I don't want this video to be more than 20 minutes, so I'll just pause this video and bring in the text. So I made use of Montserrat texture board, Nike Air Max. Then this other cycle that was here, I got it from this particular button. Yeah, so this is just what it's going to be. And I'll come to rotate the curve. Just use this particular one. Then change the color to this guy here. So wow. Then I'll duplicate it, copy it. I'll make sure it's at the center. Then this one to make sure it's at the center. Then I'll now come to rotation and just rotate it this way. Then still, let me just see if it's going to stay this particular way, and just come here and so this particular way. Maybe I'll make another video on how I made that particular. So you just come here, merge these two together. So let me just pause this video here, stop it. I'll continue the next video.